just today, just on this one day, I've spoken to 2 women who were raped by members of this Parliament. 2, just today. That's a fairly standard day for me. And I noticed that these are not the people who've so far been mentioned much today. And some of them told me what they wanted me to say today. So I will just read out, actually, some of what they sent to me. So the exclusion at the point of charge sends a clear message to victims that not only will we not investigate unless a victim goes to the police, but we won't act unless they're charged, which happens in less than 1% of cases. Exactly. So what's the point, was essentially what this victim said to me. And I wonder if the Honourable Lady from the Procedures Committee, who told us of all the people that she had had in front of her, how many of the victims of these crimes came and gave evidence or were given an opportunity to give evidence in private?
None.
And so I am going to stand here and I'm going to speak up for them, because every single one of them wishes for this to be on arrest. And the idea that an arrest can happen on a vexatious charge does somewhat suggest that nobody in this building who has said that has ever dealt with an arrest in a case of sexual violence or serious violence, and that this amendment to make it arrest, it happens to be in the name of somebody who, as we've already shown, is always right on this, and a former police officer who I would urge the House to take, I know we're not always keen on experts, but I would urge the House to understand that it takes a huge amount for somebody to be arrested. You can't just ring like West Midlands Police and say, JessPhilips assaulted me, and they're going to come round and arrest me within the hour. What world are we living in? This is absolutely madness, that we think that that we don't trust the police officers in our country, is what we're saying if we don't do this at arrest. And so to the member for Christchurch, who, by the way, isn't here today, and I have informed him that I will mention him, as he was laying his amendments, which if the one in our name falls, I will absolutely vote for, so it's not a particular criticism of him. I asked him, I said, what about safeguarding, when we were both tabling our motions? And he said, but the thing is we're not employed, and so employment law doesn't come to us. I said, would you like this? I asked him if he had children or grandchildren, and I said, would you like this in your child's school? If one of the teachers had been arrested for rape, and they'd go and teach your kids? And he said, the thing is we're self-employed. So I said, OK, childminders, they're self-employed. Happy with a rapey childminder who's been arrested? Looking after your 3-year-old? I'm not. Why do we think we're so special in here? Why are we all talking as if all the people who work in this building don't have a right to feel safe when they walk around? The women I spoke to today don't feel safe, and they told me to come and say it today. The women who work in the office on my floor all said to me, go and say this for us, Jess, today.